Let's talk about content strategy. First thing is, what is content? It's interesting because in my opinion, content is just a slang word created by marketers because at the end of the day, content is communication. I am going to ask you to go back to the times when you were learning how to communicate, pretty much in kindergarten. You learn about formal writing, informal writing, correct? So just like that, there is content, meaning communication, in the online world that is considered formal and informal. So let's start with that. Now, the second thing is, is content the same for every single business that want to promote themselves online? No, absolutely no. So there are three kinds of businesses that are now promoting themselves online. Number one, you're promoting a product. Product-based business means that you have an e-commerce platform. People will buy from you in one click. You just pretty much have to do an amazing job at creating products, raving fans, and you're good to go. The second type of business is service-based business. Service-based, think about coaching, consulting, and even home services are also classified as service-based businesses. And the third kind of business, it's in the SaaS industry. I think I coined that word, by the way, because I think about SaaS, which is software as a service, and that industry is booming. There's a lot of programmers that they want to coin the best program out there and then sell a subscription. Well, just like that, there are businesses and content creators that they want to monetize their content. Think about the membership sites. Think about Udemy, for example. In the smaller scale, there are coaches and consultants who actually want to jump into that SaaS industry, which is content as a service. It's a great way to scale, don't get me wrong. But for you to build a business that is based on your content production, you have to have many pieces together and get ready for an upfront cost that needs to come from you. Because it's just like what they say, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? So we'll be talking about the SaaS business model in another video, but for this one, let's actually focus on what is content and how can you best create content if you are a service-based professional or if you want to promote products with content. And typically when I ask that question during our consultations, usually business owners have a clear idea of what do they want. They have a hero brand and they tell me, well, Jessica, I want to be like this, or I want that people find me and they know this, and that from me. All right. Probably you want people to give you their contact information so you can start generating leads. You probably want just to get people to know that you exist. Now, whatever you want is different from what you need. And that's where your content marketing strategy comes handy, right? Like you want to make sure that you're not wasting time, you're not wasting the resources. And the best part is that your content production will actually grow your business. So it is very important to know what do you need and know that that answer, it's not always about what do you want, because what you need will actually depend on what do you have right now. And we call this your visibility. Everybody starts at some level when it comes to their visibility. What that means is if you want to know what is your visibility, quickly search your name or your business name in Google and see how many results Google tells you that they have about you. Very often when we do this exercise, business owners get surprised about how much Google has about them. Or even worse, sometimes Google has information about you that it's not going to help you to attract the clients that you want. That was my case. I will never forget the first time I had a consultation with a content marketing expert. They actually showed me everything that I had out there, and that information was nowhere near close to the information that I am promoting right now. We're talking about things that I have shared 10 years ago when I was selling products for Beachbody. Do I want people to know that I launched a Hispanic market for Beachbody and made millions with it? Well, yes, but is that really relevant with what I want people to know from me? Absolutely not. So that's just an example of what you need to be aware of. Google might have information from you that is not going to help you to build this business. So that's the first step. We need to see what is out there about you and what are the things that we need to do to fix or to just not fix anything, right? The next step, it's going to be, what do you need people to know about you that will make them know that you are different from your competition? Yes, I know that people buy because it's you. However, you need to be aware that Google has information about your competition, about your market. So if you're going to be the leader of that market, you need to know, how does that look like? So getting through the process of analyzing your market from the lens of the content marketing is key, because that is where you will be able to see, okay, so this particular brand is my hero brand. What are they doing? How does Google know them? What does Google know about them? The good thing about this is that whenever somebody is putting themselves out there, meaning they upload a picture or they upload a video or write a piece of content, just know that Google is tracking every single thing. That is not going to go away. And because of that, you're able to see the historical performance of your hero brand. That is going to save you a ton of time. And not only because I want you to think that we are going to use your hero brand to copy that, we're going to model the things that are working, but we're also going to find out how can we best position you in the marketplace. And this is where you need to know what visibility is. For us, visibility is actually getting you to be found in front of the right audience. Marketing is not the same. When it comes to marketing, anything can be considered as marketing. In fact, my 8-year-old can be doing marketing for you, but is she going to be able to give you visibility? No, absolutely not. Because visibility is a strategic approach towards how are we going to position you in front of your target audience. And when it comes to that particular lens of giving you that visibility, content actually gets more narrowed, and content definitely does not look like what some content marketers want you to believe, which is, okay, you go there and do some research, find some keywords and find traffic and boom. No, it doesn't really look like that. Again, going back to the fundamental piece of what content is, it's communication. So just the same way that you learned when you were in school in kindergarten, formal and informal, you have what we call the content channels. Everything has a place. So you want to be yourself? You want to be real? Yes, social media is going to be the channel for that. However, you don't want to be mistaken for sloppy or somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. You want to be able to have your formal communication as well. For that reason, you have your website, right? So you see, we have different places, and depending on those places, content actually will take a different form. And that's what I want you to understand when it comes to content marketing. It's not about blogging. It's not about pushing emails. It's not about freebies. And I can see why a lot of entrepreneurs, especially when you're trying to benchmark that first $100,000, you're going to do everything. But let me tell you, when you break from 100,000 to that other figure, from 6 figures to 7 figure, you have to be very granular. Now, the content, when it comes to taking your business from 6 figures to 7 figure, it's not going to be like throwing spaghettis to the wall. At that point in your business, you need to be very, very granular. You're going to keep the eye on that formal and informal. You want to make sure that you're gaining trust, most importantly, from people who are actually part of your audience. Gaining that trust, it's going to ignite more referrals, more word of mouth, but the right word of mouth. And that is what I'm celebrating that we have been able to accomplish. So yes, I'm sorry, I haven't been able to show up as much as I want to, but we needed to do that. After doing an evaluation of our online presence, including what Coach Jessica Campos has out there, what Marketing for Greatness has out there, what people know about what I have done from the aspect of coaching, doing courses, doing events, and hosting influencer marketing campaigns, it is a lot. So now our, I would say, MFG version 2, which is going to year number 2, now that we have a foundation, I'm not even here ready to tell you that we have a solid foundation. I needed to put my head down and really work on polishing our services, our offerings, and the most important component of what I have been doing, for which I have been absent, is I've been working with our clients that have trusted in us to make sure that they have the best. They have been pampered, they have been spoiled, they have been getting nothing but the best. And because of that, I don't feel the urge of coming out and doing content unless that content is actually the one that is going to feed the values that we want to share with you. And yes, that's why today we're here. I can tell you that we have hired new team members, and our commitment with producing nothing but content that adds value in your life, it's there. It's there. Now, I'm not gonna make any promises about the consistency or the flow, because I know that you know that we're here. I know that you know about the work that we do. So yes, we want to showcase more case stories that we have been creating behind the scenes. So in closing, especially when you want to have an evergreen content strategy that allows you to have more freedom without you thinking that you have to be connected all the time. So I hope you took good notes. If you want, I can share the notes I have with you. And if you want to have a conversation about your online presence, your visibility, your content, and more importantly, where are you putting the time in your business and the results you're getting, I'm here to serve. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.